Dive into Ben Simmons a little bit more, though, guys, because through 3 games, he's averaging just under 6 points. He's committed more fouls than shot attempts. He is distributing the ball well, though, dishing out 7 assists per game. I want to bring in senior NBA writer Zach Lowe, because I think we all understand, Zach. It was going to take a little bit of time for Ben Simmons to get integrated on the offensive end. But defensively, what is concerning to you?
Yeah, he looks a little bit rusty there too, which is to be expected after 16 months or whatever off. The first step is not as quick, and he's never been a rim protector, help defender on the back line in the style of Draymond Green, at least at that level, the way that people want to make that comparison. And look, we can focus on the assists, the free throws, all that stuff. The Nets offense is fine. They are dead last in defense by a country mile right now. Opponents are rebounding almost 40% of their own misses. That's an offensive rebounding rate you cannot win with as the Brooklyn Nets. They are bleeding rebounds. They are bleeding points. And here's the bottom line. Ben Simmons and Nick Claxton, 2 non-shooters. Those lineups aren't even defending well. Those are supposed to be their best lineups. If they have to downsize and put Simmons at center for offensive purposes, do they have a prayer defensively? Through 3 games, it's early. The evidence is not encouraging.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jack from Jaggy Sports here. It is Tuesday, October the 25th, 2022. So, watching ESPN First Take, obviously. And yeah, no, it's a number of topics to discuss today. But we're going to get right down to the main one. What is the main one? I know I talked about Russell Westbrook quite a bit and whatnot, so we're going to save him for another clip. We're going to talk about Ben Simmons. Now, Ben Simmons and the Nets played John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies last night, right? So the end result was 134-124 for the Memphis Grizzlies. However, that is not the main highlight. The main highlight was the fact that Ja Morant baited Ben Simmons in a foul play, causing him to foul out. And because Ja Morant knew that Ben Simmons had 5 fouls. And I saw the clip. It wasn't a foul. Like, you gotta take it from Ben Simmons' perspective. I did not think that was a foul. I thought that was a BS call, like he said. I don't know how in the world that was a foul, but at the end of the day, Skip Bayless says it, right? He goes, okay, fine, that was a BS call, but so was your play all throughout the game, because he, in the first 3 games, he's fouled out twice, and he's only got 17 points in the first 3 games. He's the 2nd worst player in defensive rating in the NBA. This guy is supposed to be a defensive stopper, right? So that is the main issue everybody's talking about. And you know, he is making a lot of money, and let's just say all of a sudden he was making like $8 million or something like that, right? Nobody would be on him. But the fact that he's making all this money, you know, rightfully so, people are going to say and critique him and stuff, right? But I want to give this guy a pass, because it's only the 3rd game in the season. He's just getting accumulated towards his team. And yeah, it's let's just give this guy a pass. However, you know, getting fouled out twice in 2 games, back-to-back games, fouled out. You got to think, what does Kevin Durant think about this, right? Because Kevin Durant, he requested a trade in the offseason. I believe it was July 17th, if I'm not mistaken. However, he requested a trade. Now, he requested a trade saying that Steve Nash and Sean Marks got to go. Joe Tsai, the owner, was like, no, hell no, I'm not going to trade away my management, right? But you're out here for another 3 more years. You better get used to it. He didn't say in those terms, but, you know, he was taking packages from, like trade packages from the entire league. The Toronto Raptors, Phoenix Suns, I know Memphis Grizzlies was up in there, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. And I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew he gave him a chance. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what is Kevin Durant thinking now? Because Shannon Sharp on Undisputed said, you're not going to win a championship with this guy. You're not going to win a championship with this guy if he's getting fouled out twice, if he's the second worst defender in the league, if he's only got 17 points in his first 3 games. Everybody's just like on this guy, and the media is just killing him. Again, Kevin Durant is not a leader. He's more of a like show up to work and score the hell out of the ball. Kyrie Irving's not much of a leader. But I think he ended up with 30 points last night. So I don't know. It's hard to fix, right? How do you fix that moving forward? If you're the Nets, you got to fix this thing and get into a rhythm where you're winning games. But that's hard to do when your best defender, right? Your best defender is getting fouled out, and your best defender is the second worst defender in the league, right? So I don't know what to say. I want to give this guy a pass because, you know, he's coming off a mental health situation. I'm not going to get into that, even though I know about it. I'm not going to get into that. He hasn't played. He had a back injury. So let's just give this guy a pass. However, the Nets really got to do something. I don't know what they're going to do, but they really got to do something here because they're 1-2. I know I get on the Lakers. I know I get on the Sixers, but Sixers won last night. So, and Sixers, Harden's playing unbelievable right now. So I'm not too worried about the Sixers. Sixers just got to gel together, but I am a bit worried about the Nets. You know, hopefully they can turn this thing around and play some good basketball. But this is going to be tough, right? He's not a rookie, so I know that last call was a BS call, but those first 5 were probably not. So maybe he's just got to get used to being the old Ben Simmons. I don't know. He had 8 assists last night, right? That was pretty good. You got to give him credit for that one. But in terms of moving forward, I don't know what's going to happen with the Nets. So I ask you guys, is it better to wait for Ben Simmons to become the Ben Simmons in the past? Or do you cut your losses and move forward and eventually trade the guy? His value is low. I'll tell you that much. His value is super low right now. But, you know, what can you do, right? This is Jag from Jaggy Sports. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me, do you cut your losses if you're the Nets and trade him? Or do you wait for him to develop into the player that we once knew? This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.